recently we've been talking about and thinking about the aged care and the Royal Commission that's underway at the minute, or coming through in the press here. It's massive news over here in Australia. The need to spend more money, and one of the things that sort of pops out is this need for care, the need for care, and the duty of care, and that always seems to fly back to the resident, obviously, but from the point of view of, you generally think about it from the point of view of, are they getting looked after well enough, and are they people on the staff? Is there plenty of people? Is there plenty of services available and all that kind of thing, and good food? But thinking it from the way in which we work in buildings, with sort of thinking around, well, how is this care piece going to feed into the property? So, for example, we've been through a lot of retirement aged care centres, and everybody's got the nurse call system, and the newer buildings have got local control on air conditioning and ventilation, whereas some of the older buildings don't have. So is it going to be that within time, probably not so far away, the changes in guidelines around what the services provisions for residents is going to be an expectation that comes through. So knowing what you've got, knowing where you've got a centralised system, for example, which means that the ventilation systems could be cross-contaminating and them kinds of things, makes it easier for you to understand where you need to make changes in them areas. The other thing that we often see in the older buildings is that there's not as many areas to clean your hands and all these kinds of things. And with the prominence of the pandemic that we're in at the minute, is that something else that's going to change? And is there going to be a compliance need for the building to actually be, if you like, the service provision per resident to be increased, so that the care that is provided is made more easily. People can get to them more quickly. There's space within the building to potentially move somebody who's not well, suffering from a bug or something similar, so that in a whole area of the residential block can remain fully operational with visitors and all them kinds of things. And then if you come back to the staff piece, well, if the staff numbers need to increase because the level of care needs to be better, how does the building actually accommodate that? So we've got lots of lots of people that we're looking after, but some of the accommodation for the staff is minimal, and it's, again, have the staff got what they need to be able to do what they want to do, because often they're working long hours. So we've just been sort of considering that around the edges a little bit at AssetWize, but we feel that it comes back to the same thing every time. If you know what you've got, you know how to manage it, and you know what you need to do into the future. So just some thoughts really around how the Royal Commission may affect the built environment from the perspective of looking at a lot of these buildings, and also just thinking beyond the nursing care and how the building might work into the future. Interesting times.